podcast, Not Classy. And here's your host, Rick Nasty.
Little technical difficulties here. Welcome to the podcast, Not Classy. I'm your host, Rick Nasty. I have my guest here, Swede. I apologize for how long this has taken. I had a death in the family, so I had to deal with that for a little bit. And Swede and I did this also a couple weeks ago and fucked it up. And we had audio, but no video. So we're at it again. Like I said, I apologize. Like I said, I'm Rick Nasty. I'm a member of the U.S. Military Vets Motorcycle Club, as my guest, Swede, is also. We're based out of Fort Lauderdale. If you need any information on me or us as a club-wise, I'll leave that down below in the video. I'll work that shit out when I start producing it and all that good shit. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. We had a really good showing last time. And in the future, I'm working on some cool shit for like some giveaways and shit. But I got to find some sponsors to pay me because I'm broke. Okay, like I said, this is Swede. I'll introduce him and let him tell you guys a little bit about him.
Yep, Swede, Florida, Chapter 1. Been around for a little while, almost 16 years now, and just having fun riding motorcycles, hanging out with my brothers, doing things we wouldn't normally be doing.
Fucking shit up.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. We got together, Swede and I, and kind of brainstormed over some topics. We got 4 that we're going to talk about, so just bear with us and enjoy. So our first topic is going to be, this is very near and dear to my heart and Swede also. And like I said, we talked about this before at great length, but it didn't fucking video, so we're going to do it again. MC World passing the torch. So we're talking like old school versus new school, kind of, and kind of having that natural shift in life, like as life, in life. Could be clubs, could be work, could be a multitude of things. We'll talk about that first. I'll let you start.
Yeah, we talked about this quite a bit recently. Really just comes down to clubs figuring out their succession plan, for lack of a better term. Who's going to replace them? I mean, you got a bunch of old guys that have been around forever. We're kind of like those old guys, but we're in that generation where we're accepting of changes of the times, I guess. I mean, we grew up, we were first to experience the internet, so we had that
True
back and forth of not having internet, and then all of a sudden, poof, you look at titties on TV on the internet. So it was
it's a good thing.
Yeah, we were able to kind of go through that, but you got generations before us, and then the ones after us. It's just kind of they clash a lot. And I think that unless the MC community figures out a way to get over those differences, I mean, we see people get hurt all the time. I mean,
and those are fucking huge differences.
Yeah,
like, it's a matter of younger generation, and I'm old, so I'm probably not hip with the newest fucking app. But Facebook's older. But you got fucking the gram, Instagram, and you got Snapchat, TikTok, and hoo-ha, whatever. Yeah, and older motherfuckers be like, I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So
you want to TikTok my what? Yeah.
It's a huge generation gap, and I like how you put that. Like, we're smack dab in the middle, our generation, trying to like play referee and fucking
try to
flag, throw flags and shit, like trying to keep the peace between both. And I think there's a lot of failure on passing that torch because no one ever thinks about that succession plan.
No.
They just fucking wake up every day, and before you know it, your time has passed. You're still important as an old motherfucker, but you're not the future.
No. And you got to recognize when some of the what seems like they're not a good idea because you didn't think about it, or it's a generational thing, and what is accepted now may not have been accepted, or you may still be resistant to accepting it. If they don't figure out how to make the two meet, it's just going to be butting heads all the time, and you're going to have people yelling and screaming at each other in front of everybody.
Yeah, retarded.
Yeah.
I think we're uniquely positioned with our club in that because all of us are former military.
Yeah.
And you can have those old E7, E8s and a new, fresh lieutenant.
Yeah.
Out of one of the military academies or out of fucking ROTC who doesn't even have hair on their dong or whatever.
Yeah.
And you still have to respect that. You know, you have to respect the rank. You don't have to respect the person necessarily, but in time, it gives them that opportunity to respect and grow over time. Like, oh, I know I don't like this lieutenant because they're fucking wet behind the ears and they don't even know. They're probably still virgins, whatever.
Yeah.
And the old grumpy ass motherfuckers have been on fucking 20 deployments and all across the world and shit. But it gives them that unique opportunity to kind of mesh and be able to be well-rounded and to take that into a club.
Yeah.
And be able to understand that, hey, we need something in place. But still, we've seen it not happen.
Yeah. And it's a perfect opportunity because you can make that relationship what you want it, right? So you can either be a hard head and butt heads with them or figure out how to make things work, and maybe their ideas aren't so bad. And you'll realize that. I've experienced it myself. Yeah, they probably don't know they're too green. The FNGs, you know, they
boots.
Yeah, they're just too fresh, brand new patches. Everything's still glowing. They can't know what they're talking about. But if you take a minute and listen to them, you probably should have learned about them when they were in that probate phase. But if you didn't,
it's your fucking
take some
fault.
time to learn and
Right.
figure out who they are and what they're about, and you probably realize it'll surprise you that motherfuckers know a lot
You might
and they're smart as fuck.
have a different perspective on common points
Yeah,
of view. Like you said, may not be your view, but they have a fresh perspective from fucking TikTok and fucking whatever.
yeah,
You know, that generation, well, they might have seen some shit or learned some shit that you didn't have even access to.
yeah,
And that's fucking great. But like I said, there's still organizations, clubs that don't have that succession plan, and that's not a recipe for success.
no. And you'll see that. I witness it just seeing chapters that we run into on the road that used to be pretty deep chapter, but they're very slim now, and there's still one or two things in common. The dudes that ran them off. So,
And that can, like I said, I've seen that with our club. I've seen it in other clubs.
yeah,
Like I said, it's just not our deal,
yeah.
and it happens a lot, and it's pretty sad.
People don't like to admit it, but most the club life chapters everywhere, they're pretty much all the same. Having been in a couple myself, there's no uniqueness out of chapters and how they behave, interpersonal stuff. Locations change, but a lot of the same. You'll either have the same bullshit or the same good times that they're everywhere. So,
And I think it comes down to respect also.
yeah,
Like it's a lot. I think it's more difficult. Not me particularly, because I got gray beard and shit like that, but I knew pretty quick after my retard phase of 8 years, 9 years. But no, seriously, I knew before that we had to, or I had to at that point, find my replacement
yeah,
and be able to mentor the next generation into being something, because we're not going to be around forever.
yeah,
And it's either you have that, love for your organization or your club or whatever, to be able to accept that and be bigger, because the club is obviously bigger than anything, or organization is bigger than you are.
yeah,
And you have to accept that. And if you want it to continue, then you have to fucking make the effort to understand that you can't do this forever.
yeah,
And I slowed down quite a bit, probably to like a mortal now, like a regular old Joe. I'm at that speed now, but I can still rock and roll.
Yeah.
Still got some gas in the tank. Every once in a while, I can find it or go fill up and use that gas.
Then you get the reminder of why you slowed down. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, I went to Orlando this past Sunday for Father's Day, or this weekend, and went out with Damien. Shout out, Damien. And I think I started drinking around noon, but we went out probably around 4:30 or something. We got up to Orlando, and then we went out, and I think I was pretty much fucked up and done by 9 o'clock. And so, you know, it is what it is. I accept that. That's cool.
Yeah.
We had a hotel. We fucking went there, Carrie and I, and went to bed and started again Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's all about knowing who you are and
Yeah.
accepting and giving back if you so choose. Or, like you said before, you could be an old ass motherfucker and refuse to grow your organization, and you run off the motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
So enough about that. Ooh, this is fucking. I spelled that wrong too. I remember seeing that. I fucking spelled that crazy.
Thank goodness nobody else can see it.
I know. Let's talk about discipline in our world and how that can shape an organization in our world, or what the outcomes can be about the different types and styles, and what a person can do or not do when they fuck up and have to fucking pay the man.
Yeah. If you think about it, we've all fucked up at one point or another. Shit happens. No one's perfect. If they say they are, they're not. They're probably lying to you.
Especially when alcohol is involved.
Yeah, for sure.
It can go.
Yeah, it can go sideways in a heartbeat. So, I mean, recognizing that, yeah, you fucked up, and then holding yourself accountable. If you don't, you're going to let those that are over you hold you accountable, and that you're not usually going to like that. But how you deal with that and recognize, yeah, I fucked up, I'm going to take my licks for it, vice saying you're wrong, I didn't do it. You don't see it that way, you don't understand, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just be a man, own it, and get past it. If it comes down to something bad enough that they end up yanking your patch off your back, figure out what you did wrong and fucked up. Yeah,
we see it fucking weekly, monthly.
Yeah, it gets
and
ripped
it's not
off.
Just our club. It's motorcycle worldwide.
Yeah,
and
it's part of the process.
It's part of life.
Yeah,
too. I mean, you get your pee-pee spanked at work. You get your pee-pee spanked in relationships or whatever.
Yeah,
you fuck up, especially like I said, when alcohol is involved and plethora of it.
Yeah,
shit can go sideways real fast. And like, obviously, you know, we have those things in our club, the different types of discipline and stuff, and it depends on the man. And if you get your pee-pee smacked, how are you going to deal with it?
Yeah.
Are you going to be a fucking asshole and try to take your ball and go home? Well, that's not going to work in this world.
No.
You're going to fuck it.
Happens a lot, though.
It does happen a lot.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Yeah, you guys are mean. I'm going to run away.
Yeah. Or
I need to leave for personal reasons.
Eat a dick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could be cancerous.
Yep.
To a club.
For sure.
And we've seen it.
Especially if you got a bunch of new guys around, or even some probates hang-arounds, and they're exposed to that kind of bullshit. I know if I was exposed to that at that point, I'd be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Or why the fuck am I here?
Happy horse shit is this?
Or why the fuck am I here?
Yeah.
Do I want to be part of this fucking club or group or whatever?
Yep.
Because it can get pretty fucking childish, and it's sad to say, but you know, not all the time. A lot of members will take their fucking punishment and fucking drive on. And I've seen, even in our club, we've seen it. You know, like I said, you were not unique to the game.
No.
I've seen other clubs pull patches, and like I mentioned before, last time we shot, I've seen dotted eyes.
Yeah.
And missing patches, and that's just part of the world.
It is, yeah.
So I mean, I've seen that quite a lot down here in South Florida.
Yeah, a lot of times you get told fucked up. This is what you need to do to fix it. And when you fixed it, then you'll be back to normal. A lot of times the dudes that fucked up won't own enough that they did fuck up. And then they just want to pressure and say, I should never been disciplined, or it's not my fault. I have all these other things, without looking at the big picture of, we've got a whole nitnoid listing and details about how bad you fucked up, but you just won't recognize it because you think you're infallible and you're not.
And a lot of times, more often than none, at least, I can't speak for other organizations, but there's usually like a trickle effect.
Yeah.
It can be one day you fucking, at band camp, you fucked up real bad, but most of the time that I've seen is it's a fucking pattern.
Yeah.
Over time.
Yeah.
And it'll be addressed. And grown men will fucking look in the mirror and say, hey, goddamn, my brothers are telling me that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, or I'm fucking up. So let's fix some shit.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then it keeps on going in the same pattern. That's when organizations, groups, clubs will get, you know what? No.
You got time for this?
I don't have time. You're not pulling your fucking weight. You're a cancer.
Yeah.
And then boom, the hammer drops. And then like, why are you picking on me? I didn't do it. Oh, yeah. And then we, like you said, we have fucking notes and paper trails and dates and calendars of, hey, X, Y, and Z and fucking, come on, man.
Yep.
It wasn't me. It wasn't you, motherfucker. You don't remember when we fucking talked to you or whatever, Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's bad for the club because there's new people coming in all the time.
Yeah.
And friends and family also. And we want to be a respected club. And who doesn't want to be respected in any type of group or function or job or anything? Like you're only as strong as your weakest.
For sure.
Who said it? Like fucking Ben Franklin or something shit?
I think it was Genghis Khan.
Or before he killed everybody?
Yeah. You are the weakest link.
Sounds like a John Wick or something.
Goodbye.
Yes. Anything else on that MC discipline?
No, just take your licks and keep on ticking.
Best advice, just it's not the end of the world.
No.
Everyone's fucked up. Just fucking own it and fucking move forward and fucking be great. Yeah. And don't fucking live on your past.
For sure.
You can't say, hey, I'm the greatest motherfucker ever, when I first came in for fucking 3 or 4 years. No, bro. It ain't gonna work. That fucking dog will not hunt.
Nope.
Every fucking time. So fucking, if you're out there, if you're thinking about getting into a club or whatever, do your fucking job, pull your weight, and just be the best fucking person that you can.
Yeah, it's a team.
Yeah, teamwork, and own your fucking shit. Okay, let's see. This is for Memphis. Shout out Memphis. This is fucking deep. This is crazy. And every club deals with it. I think. I don't know. I guess every club that I've seen has them. The extensions.
Yeah. Extension ends, property of.
Yeah. Different.
Put a name on it.
Old ladies.
Yeah.
Just significant others, whatever, what have you. I'll start this one. Oh wow. Well, I don't.
Segue, huh?
Yeah, man. I don't really care what people think anyway when I say shit. It's kind of obvious. If there's problems, more times than not, it's fucking extensions.
Yeah.
In my experience. How about you?
A lot of times it can be traced back. I will say there are a lot of good ones out there.
Oh, for sure.
There's a lot of bad ones.
There's more bad ones.
But it's the direct correlation is training is a bad word, but the proper orientation by their dude is the key. You're not explaining to your significant other, wife, spouse, whatever, how you should behave or act or just integrate into the system, then you're not doing your job and you probably shouldn't be there yourself. So, because that's your responsibility.
Very true.
It belongs to you.
Very true.
And if you're not managing that, that's your fucking fault.
And that goes even deeper than the dude, the
Yeah.
patch member. He's got to be fucking taught right.
Yeah.
He's got to be fucking trained right. So
Yeah.
he can then, in turn, train his extension, property of, old lady, whatever, what to fucking do. Because if the members of the chapter or whatever didn't teach that motherfucker how to act
Yeah.
and weren't showing him, leading by example,
Yeah.
then who's to blame?
Yep.
So it starts at the core of the chapter to teach the younger generation, hey, this is how your old lady acts. This is what she's going to fucking do or not do. And then he, in turn, has to go to her and fucking and lay it down. Like, hey, when we're out and you see this or that or whatever, shut your fucking pie hole and don't say a fucking word. If you have a question, you can pull me aside or we can talk about it later when we get home.
Yep.
And that doesn't happen.
No,
And it's fucking embarrassing.
it is. And you'll hear the statements all the time. Well, if she's not wearing anything, it's not going to be a problem.
Bullshit.
Keep telling yourself that. It doesn't matter whether she's got something on her back or some identifying shirt or clothing or whatever. It doesn't matter. She doesn't need that to cause issues. So, and that we see it all the time.
Motorcycle worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah.
Seen it.
Yep.
And I feel bad for
Yeah.
other clubs when I see it, but you know what? It's
It's got to be managed by you got to be able to manage that stuff. And if you can't, then what are you doing? So
yeah,
just making yourself look bad.
exactly. And it's terrible.
Yeah.
But if I see it, and I think we talked about it last time we shot within our club, it's got to be fucking.
Yeah.
Got to be nipped in the butt quickly. You got to pull that brother aside and say, "Hey, let me talk to you for a second, whatever,"
Yeah, go fix that.
and fucking boom down.
Yeah.
Make it happen. The quicker it's fixed, the better the outcome.
Fix it or go home.
Go home and fix it.
Yeah.
We also talked about last time is the extensions, for whatever fucking reason, taking on the persona of
You mean like the sergeant major's wife or the colonel's wife?
taking on the persona or rank of their fucking man. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. Suck a dick.
Nope. Yeah,
And it's just terrible.
it is.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
I fucking can't stand it.
And we like
And it happens
alluded
quite a
to it.
bit.
Yeah, we experienced that in the military as well.
Yeah.
It transfers into civilian life too, and in the embassy world. So you think that they're the first or second or whatever title they give themselves. There's no such thing.
I'm the vice president's wife.
Yeah, you'll never hear
You
that.
respect. Blondie, you got to say that?
Shout out to Blondie.
Shout out to Blondie. What's up?
One of the best extensions ever.
Mm-hmm. I was going to something. Forgot.
Because you're old.
I'm old. But yeah, like the extension shit, you got to teach them right. And
Yeah.
teach them quick.
Yeah.
And be great.
Take inputs, but don't let it run your chapter.
Right.
Because that's when you're going to have issues. Because not everybody's going to want to hear that.
And I could see that causing problems at home.
Yeah. Because people are often different at home than they are in public. So
Depends on who wears the pants.
Who runs that house, yeah.
Who wears those pants, the pantalones.
I put mine on backwards.
Or you don't wear any.
True.
That's cool. So a clique dog comes around
and
wants some peanut butter.
Yeah. What if it's your dog?
I don't think extensions listen to this, but if they do, and you think we're talking about you, we probably are.
Yeah.
So, fix your shit. It's not my problem. You're the fucking problem.
I always say that if you think I'm talking about you, we are probably talking about you.
Probably right. If the shoe fits,
put it on.
Yeah. Wear it.
Yep.
Yeah. Did we miss anything about that we talked about last time?
I don't think so. I think we hit on a couple of new spots too.
Yeah?
I think so.
That's pretty cool. Okay. You're welcome, Memphis. This is one of my favorites. The next topic. Can you read it? Did I spell it right?
Where it says fuck Memphis?
No.
Oh, no, it says fuckery. Sorry. Love you, Memphis.
Same.
Leadership styles.
Leadership styles. And that can go,
could be leadership
styles. And I've seen them in my adult life from everything.
Yeah.
From fucking sports to school.
Yeah.
To parenting.
Yeah.
Jobs. And of course, the motorcycle world.
Yeah.
And different leadership styles. And fuck, man.
You can usually tell right away if someone's ever led before. I'll just throw that out there. Because if they haven't, it's very obvious.
It is.
And then you have those that did lead, but they were shit leaders to begin with. And just continue to grow and be shit leaders. Yelling and screaming at people in public. In front of everyone. Just being a dick to be a dick.
That's a tyrant.
Yeah.
And we've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, I call that like leading through fear.
Yeah.
And that's not going to get you very far.
Mm.
And you're going to get fucking found out.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Sooner or later.
Yeah. Or someone's going to call you on your bullshit and you're not going to be able to stand there and be a tyrant anymore.
Right.
Because you don't have anything to fall back on.
Right. And most of the time, the tyrants lead from the back.
Yeah.
They won't lead from the front. They think that the louder I am, the more respect I'll get.
Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do.
I was thinking of that in the back of my head. Like, I didn't want to fuck it up. I would fuck it up. But yeah, like,
I got you.
All kinds of leadership styles, and that one doesn't work anywhere.
No.
Like, it might work for a short amount of time.
There's a time where being a dick to get shit done right away has its place. It's one of those things you have to make quick decisions. You don't have time to hem and haw or get opinions on it. Just fucking do it because I said so. We'll talk about it later. But those are rare.
Those are like,
all-time thing.
yeah, like emergency type
Yeah.
shit. Well, there's no time to take a consensus
Yeah.
of the group and
Yeah.
we got to fucking get something done. We got to get something done now. And we can talk about it later, like you said.
Yeah.
But in my experience, if you are like, if you want it that bad, the leadership,
Yeah, you
want to
probably
be,
shouldn't have it.
You shouldn't fucking have it.
No.
It's the quiet ones that sit in the back.
Yeah.
And do their fucking job and proven through time that they can lead are the ones that should.
Yeah.
But I've seen it over and over and over again, and I just don't fucking understand.
Yeah.
Because leading, or trying, I'd say trying, because you don't lead dick through fear. You think you might, but you don't.
Yeah.
Because everybody around you thinks you're a dick.
And they're just going to wait for you to leave and do what they want anyway. So.
Or wait till you're fired.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
Yeah.
But you got to lead through by example.
You can lick your wounds for like 5 years after that, right?
No.
I think that's what we witnessed.
No. Yeah. For sure. 100%. But no, you have to, you got to lead from the front, lead by example. And I mean, the time and place for everything, like you said before. But being a fucking tyrant in this world, which is all about respect. You want respect, you got to give respect.
For sure.
And vice versa. Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of times we can respect the title, P, VP, treasurer, secretary, not really, but it is what it is. But they're important also because it's succession. Also, something happens, P goes down, shit VP steps up, and fucking whoop, whatever. So, yeah, shit rolls uphill for real. Man, I just it's really near and dear to my heart, and I hate seeing it. Like,
I hate seeing when you have somebody that has been around a little bit and they think that qualifies them to be something, so they end up in that position, and then they just treat people like dog shit, yelling at them in front of everybody. I mean, that has its place also, but I always learn: critique in private, praise in public. It's easy success with that kind of shit. And because I know if you're yelling at me in front of everybody, really all I want to do is punch you in the mouth. Because I don't have time for that. We're all grown ass people.
We're fucking men first.
Yeah. It's not the age of, well, now it is kind of age where people can hide behind their keyboards, but that only works if you're behind your keyboard. If you're in person, then you're opening yourself up to get punched in the mouth. So.
Right. And us being uniquely, as far as our club, military-wise, we all know, hey, shit hits the fan, there's probably going to be some fucking voices being fucking raised, and that's fucking cool, because this is what we signed up for, and that's all good and dandy. Fucking deployment is fucking different than fucking, what do you call that when you're in the back, in the rear of the gear?
Anal.
No.
Nice.
When you're back and you're not deploying in the military, there's a fucking word for it. I forget. Garrison or some bullshit.
Yeah, in garrison. Yeah.
Then that's just two different worlds. You know, and if shit's hitting the fan out when we're rolling somewhere and fucking some shit goes down and shit happens, and there's going to be some voices raised and shit talking and all kinds of shit. But we go into church, whatever, everything's fucking hunky dory and cool and shit, whatever. There's no place for tyrants like that. No. It's fucking dumb. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah. They're usually the inflexible ones that don't last.
Or the older generation that has gone through their whole life yelling.
Yeah.
And that probably goes into the fucking family life, which is even more saddening.
Yeah.
Are you that lonely, bro? Like, you gotta fucking yell.
Yeah, you got to live your past right now.
Because you yell at your wife or girlfriend, you yell at your kids, whatever. You don't bring that.
Yeah, learn from that past. Learn what you didn't like. Don't do it to somebody else.
A lot of them don't, though.
That's kind of a little bit of a segue into like the new guys. When you were a new guy, you didn't like it when somebody was treating you like shit for no reason. If you were fucking up, fine. I went and did something else, or I didn't wash a bike ride, or
I'm talking about like probate wise and shit.
You're hanging around probate and you fuck around, fuck up. That's fine, but we're all still men. Don't belittle somebody.
Oh man,
I hate that.
Like if you take your cut off and walk in the streets.
Yeah.
See
how far that gets you.
That shit ain't gonna fucking fly, bro. you're going to lose a fucking tooth.
But some think they got that little fancy patch. I think I got a patch on here somewhere. They got that couple patches. They think it gives them
No, man.
big, strong, like bull. No, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't give you the right to treat somebody like an asshole.
No, not at all. Ever. I mean, like, you shouldn't be treating people like that. Period.
Yeah.
Like, if you do, you got a fucking problem.
Yeah.
You need to fucking get help.
And you shouldn't be in that position.
Get a fucking, see a counselor or take meds or fucking have a drink or something.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be so
Smoke some
fucking
weed.
wound up so tight, that you got to fucking snap. It's not cool.
No. It's no fun. It's not a good time.
Let's go to our last topic to wrap it up. It's not on there, bro. It's not on there, bro. I took it off. I took it off. Yeah, I took it off. Story time.
Story time.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we rode to Sturgis a couple years ago. That was a good time.
Good time for who? Go ahead, let it out. Let's go.
No, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was fucking great when I was alive.
Yeah, when you didn't have a softball stuffed in your ass.
Oh my god, that was the fucking worst.
Horrible, wasn't it? It's a fucking great trip, though.
It would.
7 to 750 a day all the way up there.
Who?
7 to 750 miles a day.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Was it
going
14
up. Yeah,
14 hours average?
yeah. 3 days up, 4 days back.
I think the first couple of days I was okay, and then
Boom.
once I got to
The
Sturgis,
heat.
I was fucking dead.
Yeah, that last day almost killed us.
But I couldn't, or we couldn't, drink enough fucking water.
No.
Every fucking gas stop we did, we were fucking just chugging
Yeah, it was
water,
100
filling up our fucking jugs and shit, whatever.
standing in the freezers.
Fuck.
100 and fuck out to the side.
I
90 knot crosswind across the
used
highway.
to go to the fucking bathrooms and fucking fill my water up and just fucking pour over my fucking head.
Yeah,
And I think within 15 minutes I'd be fucking bone dry,
yeah.
dying.
That was a miserable part of the ride, but I was so ready to get it over. Because when you're doing that 150 to 200 mile legs and they get down to, when we were up there, there's like 40, 50 miles. That seemed like it was taking fucking forever.
That was the fucking hottest.
Yeah,
It was like 114.
yeah.
I don't even know. I think I have like
A little bit of PTSD.
yeah. I don't even remember like what that highway was, but
It was 90, I think.
was it 90?
Across.
Or 91 or something? Was it 90?
Yeah, I think it was 90. Might have been 60.
But it was
It ended in a 0.
fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like we'd go to like gas station to gas station, even if we didn't have to fill up, we had to stop
Yeah.
because we almost died.
Yeah, and we kind of set it up where we'd pull off each exit. And I'd look back at y'all and give you a thumbs up. You didn't give me a thumbs up. We went to the gas station. So I was trying to manage everybody.
And it was, I think I was down. Like I said, I don't remember too much. And that was my driest, fucking most sober fucking MPM
Yeah.
in, well, shit, at that time, 8 years probably?
When we got there, you went downtown with us, didn't you?
Barely.
Yeah, barely.
Barely. If I was fucking hobbling.
Went to the couple places. You were there when I fell and broke my wrist. And
That was fun.
My knee. Yeah, that was great. A fucking seedy bar with the uneven floors.
That was fucking
Yeah,
great. That was like it was like a dungeon or some shit.
Yeah.
Sturgis,
All
if
the
you know
bras
who,
hanging around the top.
yeah, if you know what we're talking about, it was on the strip in Sturgis, and we went down the fucking stairs
Yeah,
into
into
some
the
fucking
basement, yeah.
seedy ass wet basement with fucking bras and panties and shit hanging up everywhere, and it was just terrible.
Yeah.
Swede wasn't even drunk, and fucking
Trip fell, broke my
Strip.
wrist and my knee. Didn't know for 6
Didn't know.
weeks. Yeah. Finally went to the doctor. What's wrong with my wrist? Oh, you broke it.
it didn't swell, right?
No.
Or not that much.
Just hurt like a motherfucker.
And the softball size, what'd you call it? Softball size something piece of, I was so dehydrated that I was constipated. And that was,
You literally had a softball in your ass.
that's what he was referring to, the softball size piece of fucking concrete poop in my ass because I was so fucking dehydrated, like just sweating and
Just not have a good time.
couldn't keep it more. I went to fucking CVS and shit and Walgreens, whatever, was buying enemas and Vaseline and doing everything I possibly could to fucking get that motherfucker out. Would not work.
Yeah.
Giving yourself an enema is terrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I was like, fuck. But I wanted to get in.
Yeah.
I wanted to get in the game and fucking
have a good time.
And fucking go and fucking be
you
great.
Were fucking missed when you were there too.
What?
The few times you weren't out, it was shitty because you weren't there.
Oh.
It was a good place to fucking ride. And
fucking
see all kinds of shit.
Fucking fun. I was able to go to Mount Rushmore with Carrie, and that was fucking.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was fucking bucket list shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And then I did escape over to the host hotel where Snacks was at one night, and I felt okay, and drank his bottle of something. So that was cool. I don't think he felt very good either for some reason. So he was in his room, and then we walked around. Remember, we were down in the fucking host hotel and fucking Cha-Ching. Shout out Cha-Ching.
Tackled you?
Yes, I was dying.
That was fucking great.
No, it was not.
You didn't see it coming.
I couldn't do anything.
I saw her.
I couldn't fucking move.
I saw her well-executed three-point stance.
It was like the hallway was only so big. I was like, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I can't even run. I got a fucking softball in my butthole. It was terrible.
She's trying to steal my softball.
Yes. And then we went to fucking like hang out with the brothers, and we're down to all the bars and shit, whatever. I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
That was fucking terrible. It was sad. But we did have fun downtown. We went to that one of those bars. There's pictures somewhere of us, right? Around here?
Around here, right over there.
Carrying our helmets
Duffy
and shit.
wasn't there.
Fuck Duffy. Shout out Duffy. Maybe next time. There's not going to be a next time. Fuck that shit. Almost killed me. Yeah, man.
I'd do it again. If we got brothers that never ridden it, I'd do it again. Ride it with them. But if there's ever if it's the same four going up there, I'd fucking fly and rent a bike.
Oh yeah,
because it was a bucket list thing to ride up there and back.
Oh, for sure. It was
the
awesome.
only way I'd do that is if one of our brothers said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Sturgis,"
and we were the farthest trio.
Yeah.
P, VP, and FTO together that rode up there.
And we even drug a hang around.
Fort Lauderdale.
Shout out Felix.
Felix, what's up?
Jetson.
He's probably in fucking
Space Bike.
Bahrain or some crazy ass shit right now. We're
August.
drinking beers for you, bro. But yeah.
I'm sure he's fine in beer.
That was from, if you don't know, Fort Lauderdale to Sturgis is what we did. About 14 hours a day, and damn near killed me. But I may entertain doing it again, but it's going to have to be really different.
You got to be better prepared.
Well, just the time in the saddle, I think, is what fucking killed me.
And staying hydrated.
I tried.
Yeah.
But
add a little castor oil to your.
Then I'll be shitting my pants. Yes, that's a new hand signal. You got to fucking, right and left and all that bullshit and fucking slow down. I was riding, and it got so bad I was taking laxatives and shit. I was in the back. I'd pull up next to Sweet, who was road captain, and I'd point at my butthole, and that he'd know that we got to pull the fuck over at the next stop because I was going to shit my pants.
Yeah, the first time I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" I looked back. My saddlebags are closed. I said, "I don't know what he's talking about." Then he started making the explosion sign. I was like, "Oh, he must have taken shit." All those laxatives caught up after 7 days.
Oh man, like I said, I was trying to get back in the game as fast as I fucking could. Enemas, stool softeners, all kind, bro. Hindsight being 2020, I should have did a colonoscopy fucking thing.
Oh yeah,
the prep.
Yeah,
makes you shit your brains out. I don't know if that would have worked, but I was so down. I was in the fucking hotel room for the first day and a half or whatever.
Yeah,
just dead, dying. I felt bad for Carrie, but I kind of came back alive, and we got to roll out and go to the different Harley dealerships around and shit.
Yeah,
so that was cool.
Ride home was pretty cool. Swung down. I saw Alexis.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alexis.
Alexis, Wichita Air Force. Wichita, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was half dead.
Kansas,
so.
Yeah. And the fancy Miami Vice Hampton Inn. Remember that?
That was fucking insane.
The lobby had the old 80s look.
Smelled like weed. Yeah. Like Snoop Dogg was in there or something. Bullshit. It was terrible. It was fucking frightening. It was like a fucking sex trafficking fucking hotel.
Yeah.
It was like velour and fucking shag.
Did have a very illegal feel about it.
Fucking weird.
Fucking stayed there though.
I think it's good. I think we're good.
Yeah?
Let's wrap.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, everybody. Appreciate it. Keep watching, and we'll see you soon. All right. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia's. Eat a dick.